Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Shepherd's London, JFC Phillips. This is four artists' view of the metropolis in 1800 to 1860. I love these sort of illustrations, drawings, etc. of London all through the ages. Just absolutely fascinating. Now you can see here it's colour way on the back as well. Cost me £1.99. Very good price for a lovely book like this. But unfortunately, inside it's black and white, but still doesn't take away from the illustrations. I think they're just great. Then you've got a quick introduction, discussion about 1878 he died. Oh, Frederick Shepherd, artist, 58, died in St Luke's Workhouse in City Road. Now onto the actual things there. Drury Lane Theatre. Now, it doesn't look like this now, but sometimes when you look at these pictures, you think, oh, sort of, no, that's no resemblance. But also, I always find really fascinating seeing all the people there as well. It's always just great. Also, I love those as well. Look at that, just there, just brilliant. And also St Luke's, Old Street. From now, I used to work in Old Street. I'm certain there's some resemblance to the thing, but very little. Worked for the it was BT. I was going to say post office. It was BT there. Bucklesbury. And there you can see. Now, again, you probably can look at some of these streets and you think, oh, sort of see a resemblance now, because some odd buildings, I'm certain, have remained, though they're always altered. They're never, I suspect that there's nothing here that is exactly the same as it was then. But sometimes you look at structure when, of course, a lot of the area was obviously long bombed and everything else, and just basically knocked down for skyscrapers and things. I was seeing a picture, and there was a picture on Facebook, and someone was showing a picture from Greenwich, and they were showing the city about 30 years ago. Hardly any skyscraper. Now, just solid skyscraper. It was just amazing. Absolutely no problem with that. That's always change, but it's just staggering to see the difference, because I remember going up many a time from looking across to London from there, and it's just absolutely brilliant. The Old Bailey there, great there. We've got a picture. And then on to the Bull and Mouth Inn. Just great names. Absolutely lovely. Now, of course, unfortunately, this is long gone as well. This is a now post office premise, according to this. Though, of course, that may have been knocked down since this book, just 1976. That's a good 50 years ago. I'm certain it's changed quite a bit as well. So the information sometimes when it says X, Y, Z doesn't always mean that there's anything the same as what it mentions. There you got the Strand. I love that. Absolutely brilliant. I love going down the Strand. Always great. Smithfield Market as well. And also, it's just great looking at all the picture and seeing all the people. All the people. Oh, you can imagine the sort of mass of people just sort of discussing things. What's, that bull or whatever it was is worth, or how much you're going to pay for these things. Just brilliant. Regent Circus, and also the Vale of Health. Vale of Health. What a great name that is. Pleasant Corners of Hampstead, apparently. Now, maybe that's possibly similar. Who knows? Oh, there are some garbage. There are a few, which is good. The two smallest houses in Holborn. I love those ones. Pacey. I don't know what he was doing. 30H Pacey. And it probably would obviously describe it here. Oh, confectioners. And also another old house from the 17th century, taken over by a Parisian firm of Amy Bora. And I love that. Cleaner, dyer, scourer. That's another thing. And also I love, just like I say, looking at all the pictures of all the people when you see little dogs there. Or yes, I'm assuming that definitely is a dog there. Sometimes you look at everything, is that a cat? Could be a cat, could be a dog. Who knows? Could be anything sometimes. Then you've got the ruins of the New Brunswick Theatre. Well, obviously that's long gone, but there it is. And also the Gloucester Lodge, or Old Hungerford Market. I mean, look at that. Just amazing. Absolutely. British Fire Office. Love the names as well. Always, and dairy as well. They always had such a mix of stuff. Let's put Fire Office and a dairy all combined, and some guy selling something, chickens or whatever, I guess, in the front. And Newmarket was in its turn demolished to make way for Charing Cross Station. The bridge was dismantled. All these things, everything's just gone. Now, sometimes I always think maybe there might be some remnants. Quite often, not everything is demolished when things are removed. They leave bits. There's always bits of thing. You can often see a little bit of a sort of, not always, I don't know. The slums of the Fleet. Now, I imagine this is long gone. It would be very weird if, now, of course, the Fleet itself is still there, under part of London, obviously. I love that. You can see all there. Probably, I imagine, obviously, people do go down there and investigate all the various things there. And the Alhambra. I mean, look at that. Leicester Square. Just Now that definitely isn't there. Don't recall that. Remember seeing, and even that's changed. I remember in the 70s it used to be full of sort of cinemas. Just that was for me, Leicester Square. You go to Leicester Square, just brilliant. But now there's not that much. There's a few things, but it's virtually very different when I go through. I always think, because there's lots of different, even like Lego place. I think it's a Lego one, sort of things. Obviously, people love that. Halfway house. So you've got halfway house, rural looking in. I mean, that's again, Mew and Co. Entire. Don't know what that means. Entire on there. Very strange. But again, you got, I love all the people doing various things. Obviously, someone's working out there. Obviously, a horse. I assume that's a horse. I guess it's a horse. It looks like a horse. There's obviously having a bit of water there. And also some people working away there. Just great. Actually, just wonderful seeing. And these sort of things, garden roses, and you can imagine sort of like that. Just look, that could be like, actually, I think you could think that's in like Spain or something, sort of treat, just so odd seeing these things. But there's just so many great, and these sort of things. I love these ones. Burfield's Panorama, Cranbourne Street, no Cranbourne Street, all those places are just Madame Tussauds, of course, sole survivor of that style of attractions. Panorama, the Fall of Delhi, City of Lucknow. Wow. Just sort of obviously they would have these exhibitions that they would put all. Now, of course, they do similar now. We have obviously those, I didn't see it, but the Vincent van Gogh one, where they had a big exhibition where it was on these huge projectors. That seems to be very popular. Lots of people go to these sort of wonderful projection shows, and I think amazing. Not something particularly for me, but I have seen similar sort of things, and I think, wow, absolutely brilliant. Just love these. And these must have been amazing going to. Pay you whatever it was, a shilling or a couple of pence or whatever, have a quick wander around and see what obviously decided that was the battle of this or that. And that's it. Lots of great illustrations all the way through. If you love London pictures, I think this book is going to be absolutely fascinating to check out. So Shepherd's London, really, really good hardback book. I say you should be able to pick up copies. I got it for £1.99. These sort of things turn up quite regularly in places like Oxfam, all those Oxfam bookshops, and other shops, of course, charity shops in town. Always finding these ones. It's just great. Now, there's quite a few really massive books of London ones that also worth checking out. There's like Histories of London, about 500, 600 pages, and they are really fascinating as well. I've got another one, just in front of me, Lost London. They're all photos. And that's just a fascinating book as well. A really brilliant book. But I do love in some ways. Photos are great. And I think these ones are actually fascinating because they're just obviously. Now, sadly, there's no equivalent sort of ones of like going back all the way to the Tudor periods and obviously earlier. That would be brilliant. Obviously, long gone, all those ones, I guess. I mean, there's a few fragments. You've got the occasional drawing of like the globe or something, those sort of things. But I don't think it's a huge amount. And I've certainly never seen a book full of same sort of quality of pictures, but you get what you get. Really great, really brilliant book. Shepherd's Lantern.